Have you ever wanted to play as a little boar? If yes, then Adorable Adventure might be the perfect game for you. Sometimes I try demos just because I'm curious, not because I expected a masterpiece, not because I play everything. Sometimes the idea just sounds weird enough that I want to see if it actually works. And this is exactly that kind of game. Because on paper it sounds like a joke. You play as a tiny boar and the demo is cute. And the main selling point is, well, you are a boar. And at some point I had a very simple question. Is that really enough? Like, sure, the boar is cute. No one is arguing with that. But can one tiny boar really carry a whole demo? So it's not going to be a review. The pros and cons, graphic, music, 10 out of 10 kind of video. I wanted to do a small experiment instead and see how far a game can go when the main idea is basically a small animal, a forest, and that feeling that the game is trying really hard to win you over with only cuteness. And the funniest thing is, it becomes clear pretty fast that this demo is not just running on cuteness, and maybe not even mostly on cuteness. Subscribe to the channel because it really helps YouTube push my video to more people. And check out my social media, Patreon and Discord server. So get comfortable, grab a snack, and let's go into a forest and play as a little boar. I'm Marusia, this is Demonstration Station, and let's go! I was fully ready for just another cute indie game that survives only because your brain instantly goes, oh my god, that's adorable! And at first, that really does seem like that. You look at Boris and immediately think, yeah, okay, this is absolutely cheating. Because it's very hard to stay critical when a tiny boar is running around your screen, you know? But the good thing, or maybe the bad thing for my skepticism, is that the game stops relying only on cuteness pretty quickly. Yes, it opens the door with the boar, but then you realize there is actually a game behind that door. And here it starts getting interesting. The easiest way a game like that could fail is by becoming just one long, big, cute moment. You know what I mean. The whole thing depends on the character being small, a little clumsy, running in a funny way, sniffing grass in a funny way, and all that stuff. You smile once, you smile twice, and then, by the third time, you realize the game isn't giving you much beyond that, you know? Because being cute is not a mechanic, it's a marketing. They give you a charming character, a nice art style, a few funny animations, and then you realize everything else is just empty space with some grass and sunlight on top of it. But here, the game does something smarter. It says, no, you don't get it. Now you actually have to be this weird little creature. And that changed everything. Because after a while, you stop looking at Boris like a mascot and start seeing the whole world like a small animal would. Everything around you stops feeling like a background and starts feeling like something important, like a signals. And that was the first moment when I thought, okay, this demo is working better than it probably should. The strongest thing it does is that exploration doesn't feel like a routine. Yeah, there is a journal, but it feels more like something there to help you not to get lost, you know? Not like a checklist or something that's telling you what to do. And I really like that, because when a lot of games says exploration, they really mean is we placed one marker next to another marker, next to another one. Please enjoy your freedom. Here it felt different. It felt like I was always searching the environment by smelling, sniffing, and so on. It's like the game keeps gently pushing you and saying, come on, aren't you curious what's over there? Don't you want to go down that path? That smells suspicious. Are you really just going to walk past it? And I really love when a game brings that basic animal curiosity. Because I love exploring the world with that feeling of, wait, what is that? that. And that kind of interest always feels more alive. It feels closer to how people actually react to unusual things. And that's what makes it kind of funny, I guess. And another thing, this demo doesn't scream at you, which honestly surprised me. It's weirdly calm. It doesn't try to impress me every 3 seconds, you know? It doesn't throw a million systems at me and yell, look, we also have this, and a secret here, and the puzzle here, and side content too, please don't leave. Instead, it takes one main idea. You are a small animal, you experience the world differently, and the world should make you curious. And honestly, it works, because you are small and that makes everything more interesting automatically. Your whole perspective changes. When the main character is tiny, every path, every turn, every bush stops feeling like a decoration and starts feeling like something you actually have to deal with. And that creates a really nice effect. The forest stops being just a pretty image and becomes a space you actually read. And for me, that's one of the main signs of a good game world, when it makes you want to interact with it. When it makes you want to go and see around in place you maybe shouldn't. Although I have to admit, by the end I was getting tired and kind of annoyed because I couldn't find the dandelion for the main quest for a very long time. I even went to YouTube and checked a demo walkthrough because I thought maybe the game was bugged or something. And you know what? It's a little weird that the dandelion you need only grows in one specific place. But I also don't want to pretend that cuteness has nothing to do with why this works, because it does. A lot. Boris is very clearly a carefully designed weapon of mass cuteness, you know, and the developers definitely knew what they were doing. Here, the cuteness is not the whole game, it's a bait. Very effective bait, I can say. Very unfair one, but still it's a bait. What actually keeps you playing is something else. The pacing, the curiosity, the feel of the world. So yes, the boar matters. But not only because he is cute. And I also like that even though that demo feels like, it also feels a little fragile. It doesn't feel dramatic. It's not trying to emotionally destroy you in 20 minutes. Thank God. But there is this nice little hint that there is something a bit more serious here than just walk through the forest and have a nice time. It feels like the game understands that the cozy moments work better when there is something a little fragile about them. And to me, that makes the demo much better, because it never turns into pure sugar. It feels soft but not sweet. It stays cozy but not damp, cute but not empty. And honestly, that's a pretty rare mix. So let's sum up the result of this extremely important study done in the name of science, society, and possibly boars. Can one tiny boar carry a whole demo on his own? No. No matter how amazing his noise is. But can a game use that tiny boar as the perfect way to pull you into the idea that actually works? Yes. Absolutely. And that's probably why this demo worked for me. Not because it's just cute. There are lots of cute games. But because behind all that cuteness, there is actual structure, you know? The game knows how to hook you, how to keep you interested, and how to turn a simple walk through the forest into something where you actually react to the world around you. And honestly, that's the best possible result for experiment like that. Because there is nothing better than a game you expected almost nothing from, turning out to be genuinely good. Even if that means publicly admitting that I got outplayed by boar. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the game and about the demo itself. By the way, the game comes out tomorrow, so don't miss out. For some reason, this video wasn't easy for me to make because I really didn't want to make just a basic review, you know, but still I wanted to talk about this game, about this demo. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe the channel, leave a like please and a comment if you want. That really helps the channel grow. And also check out my Patreon. I post exclusive content there and it's only $1 for you guys, but if you subscribe, it really helps me keep making video for you here on YouTube. And of course, check out my Discord server too. There are memes, announcements, random thoughts, news and all stuff like that. So guys, thanks for watching till the end. See you soon. Love you. Bye.